Right then, it is time for something a little bit special now, if all things go to plan. Bear in mind, I only got this from James a little while ago, realistically. So this is going to be fun. This is James Doyle's Muse Your Own Adventure. Let's see if I've got everything working properly.
Good evening, brave souls, and welcome to the ZERPATHON. For the next hour, you will be transported to a mystical land where you are the hero of the story. Your choices and donations will affect how this tale unfolds. So gather your courage and your weapons. XRP Radio invites you to muse your own adventure. Hands upon hips, venture down the hill, find out what has brought this town to a standstill. Not a single silent light on the quiet streets, signs of a struggle, but the buildings are all empty. Suddenly there's shouting from a nearby street. Heroes run to lend their aid, their weapons now unsheathed.
You follow the sound to a dead-end street and find two men brandishing improvised weapons, one wielding a broom, the other a broken table leg. Facing them down, cornered at the end of the street, is a snarling mountain lion. This is particularly odd as the nearest mountain is the other side of the forest to the north, 1 day's ride away. How will you deal with this mountain lion? You consult your companions. Spike, the half-orc bard, suggests that a cornered beast is too dangerous to let live, and that putting it down is the safest for all involved. Juniper speaks the language of the forest wildcat, and assuming some of it crosses over, wishes to try and resolve the situation without bloodshed. I am going to have to say all of that again, apparently. Can you hear? Right, start again. We knew this was going to happen. You follow the sound to a dead-end street and find two men brandishing improvised weapons. One wielding a broom, the other a broken table leg. Facing them down, cornered at the end of the street, is a snarling mountain lion. This is particularly odd as the nearest mountain is the other side of the forest to the north, one day's ride away. How will you deal with this mountain lion? You consult your companions. Spike, the half-orc bard, suggests that a cornered beast is too dangerous to let live and that putting it down is the safest for all involved. Juniper speaks the language of the forest wildcat and, assuming some of it crosses over, wishes to try to resolve the situation without bloodshed. You have the next song to decide. Type Spike or Juniper in the chat box to make your choice.
Looking for the thunder, but I'm praying that you won't pull me under. Got me begging for the lightning, coursing through my veins again, stacking columns of stone. Let's build something of our own. Soaking in your rain, praise your name again. Soaking in your rain, say your name again. Let the flames burn brighter. You know what you've done here. Marble statue draped in linen, crowded by your women. Oh, to have to share him. Help me find the strength within. I'll fight to be your only. Oh, I'm filled with envy. Soaking in your rain, praise your name again. Soaking in your rain, say your name again. Let the flames burn brighter. You know what you've done here. Soaking in your rain, praise your name again. Soaking in your rain, say your name again. Let the flames burn brighter. You know what you've done here. Soaking in your rain, praise your name again. Soaking in your rain, say your name again. Soaking in your rain, praise your name again. Soaking in your rain, say your name again.
I cannot hear your weapons and face down beast. They tell the two men it's best now if they flee. These lunches for their dogs, it doesn't goodness. Expecting to swing, but it's saying right over its head. Before For he knows it's the beast pits our hero down. So not decide if all was right around. Spikes you see opening and close just in time. Smashes its skull when his mates fall to one side. Beautiful laments alive, the beast that is slain. The thing was just scared and it probably could have been saved.
The two men introduce themselves as Higgs and Boson, and thank you for your help. They're alarmed that a lion has come this far, but had heard reports that something had driven them out of nearby Mount Tagide. It's meant to be tagged. Funny. You ask where all the people are, and they explain the Baron has taken everyone to his keep for their own safety. They offer to take you there so he can explain what is going on.
I gather that you saved the two, ventured in to tell the fools, and if you want to know what's happened to this town, lions wandering the streets are not a cause to turn my keep into a shelter for these peasants now. Come pour yourself some wine. Welcome to the castle, Baron Johnny Horn, my shelter and safety, the fire alone in war. Welcome to the castle, people of this town. Let us feel the bounty, you're under my protection now. People disappear at night, 6 or 7 at a time. Superstitious think they're seeing ghosts. I don't believe in all that crap. It seems to me more likely that it's religious types who pass from hearing roles. Look in your eyes, your hero's right. Salters mess my cupboards are hardly running dry. Welcome to the castle, Baron Johnny Horn, my shelter and safety, the fire rolling war. Welcome to the castle, people love this town. Let us feel the bounty, you're under our protection now. You're under my protection.
And so, after a good night's sleep under the care of Baron Horn's best servants and armourers, you and your companions set out on horseback north through the forest to the mountain of Tagged. Yeah.
Find out what evils afoot, and so the townsfolk are saved. Determined as he should. Junipers at peace among the trees. The days ride through this peaceful wood. Proceeds a bloody into this quest. Clouds are gathering, yeah, crackles with eldritch lightning.
You and your companions tie up the horses and move to a safe vantage point. Night has fallen. You see what appears to be a merchant tied up in the wheel of his cart. 3 orcs have prepared a fire and are sharpening a large spit. One, presumably the leader, bellows, "Meat's back on the menu, boys!" Had to be done like that, didn't it? You realise that they have polished off several casks of ale and seem a touch inebriated. You need a plan to save the merchant. Spike proclaims that the 3 of you can take on 3 drunk orcs quite easily. And cracking some skulls is the quickest way to save the merchant. Juniper suggests Spike use his half-orc heritage to charm and distract the orcs, whilst our hero frees the merchant, covered by Juniper's bow from the trees. Both plans carry great risk. Their success is guaranteed by a donation to the ZERPATHON. Oh, fair play, James. If not, the toss of a coin will decide. Type Spike or Juniper in the chat box during this next song to make your decision.
the 40-something big hair sound. Play the top piano creepy song. An old lady was nodding on the wheelchair. Nobody really seemed to give any care to help by making a big time with a blowout doll covered in dirt and grime. I just ignored the whole situation as something glittery caught my attention. So I approached the dirty sound. I reached to pick up the shining gown. Dirty Dark Garage Riot! Dirty Dark Garage Riot! The neighbor across the street tried to warn me. It was too late, I heard them get angry. The bricks are no longer sitting on their asses. I thought the shiny car was full of ashes. So they all jumped up on me. How the neighbor thought to set me free. Some of the people passing by joined the forces and started to fire. Dirty Dark Garage Riot! Dirty Dark Garage Riot! The police came out, dissolved the riot. The sound doesn't need to be this quiet. Turns out the setting wasn't a carousel. It was a wait for pinhead dear fair. Garage Riot! Dirty Dark 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 Garage Riot!
I can divulge that success has happened. This is the success of Be Light of Foot with Juniper. Oh, we think that... Wait, do the spikes have it? I don't... Zerp your own adventure. Wait while we decide what bit to play next. Whilst we're orcs are doing... Can you imagine that, like... The actual, like, people in the... orc battle, just kind of waiting for someone to roll a dice. I think we've got Juniper. Let's go. Be Light of Foot. We're doing this one. Juniper, successful.
Hello cousins, I'll bring mead and songs if you'll indulge me. They seize part organ, sit him down. They open the mead and pass it around. Be like our foot, our hero, wait for your moment to move. He regales them with tales of glory, sings them songs from the old orc country, like the ballad of the Medway Queen and the song of a rabbit Bentley. Be like our foot, our hero, move like the essence of night. Spike pours no drinks and they toast to hell. An orc goes to relieve himself. The hero tries to untie the hostage to make their escape before they're spotted. They disappear into the trees. Cordially, Spike takes his leave and gives the greenskins a bottle of mead that's laced with the poison to put them to sleep.
veteran introduces himself as Bondo the Tinkerer. He is grateful for your help and tells you he is being robbed. Figures led by a woman with a curious accent travelling to the mountain. They carried large boxes with them, but he didn't dare ask what they were carrying. He opts to head to the Baron's keep as you continue on your journey. The figure walks towards you and your companions and laughs grimly. You lower your weapons, for you know this man. You have had many adventures with him some years ago. He is now the High Sorcerer of the Ice Kingdom of Norsk. You smile and address him by the name from those Halcyon days. Oh, you're giving this guy a big head. He's going to donate more. Simo the Magnificent. Simo has been tracing this cult for weeks. They are led by your old adversary, Princess Admina Ledikiet. And I can't stop. And they plan to raise a great and powerful demon, known in the human tongue as the Tizagoth. It awaits atop Mount Tagidagtagt, but isn't fully released yet. Since Sims has a ritual prepared to banish it back from whence it came, but needs... Oh, Simo has a ritual prepared to banish it from whence it came, but needs your help. What do you do? Spike, of course, wants to face it head on top of the peak, weaken it so Simo can banish it, make a brave stand it won't expect it. Juniper suggests robbing the demon of its power by heading to the caves below the mountain, stopping the ritual and defeating the priestess so Simo can banish the monster. So that Spike wants to face Tizagoth head on top of the peak, weaken it so Simo can banish it. Juniper suggests robbing the demon of power by heading to the cavern below and stopping the ritual from the priestess so Simo can banish it. Make your choice by typing Spike or Juniper in the chat box during this next song.
Strasburg, Lancaster County. She chained me to the bed frame as soon as she found me. And I was laying there delirious when it started to get weird. Should've known what I signed up for before I volunteered. Get out of the city as soon as the axe fell. Fresh out of a marriage when I checked into the motel. Working 90 times at the titty bar the day she gets me. High as a kite, and if I want her, she lets me. Spun into a cornfield, rolling like a haystack. Running over scarecrows in my used Ford hatchback. Leaning the seat back, giving the belt slack. Ready for the extract, letting the lips smack. She said she'd be my sugar mom, offered up a dollar, started giving me head at 80 miles an hour. One in on the sick ship, one in the backseat. Rear down on her front lip, 9.5 weeks. Willie in the hand job, talk about a sex shop. We were heading for a cliff, we'd be taking a nosedive. Well, fuck it, this time I'm getting what's mine. She's smoother than Oxy, still just a proxy. New York turned my heart into her trademark. Pennsylvania, and I ain't got no reception. Pennsylvania, thank God I wore protection. Stacked up and ready, she's taxing me steady without representation. To get the hell out of Dodge, better kick the clip clop, tipping or spill. Like a pony to the ceremony, circus straight to ringmaster. She's breaking conventions like a walking disaster. Time's worth as much as the skin on my knees, cause my body's numb and this room came free. New York turned my heart into her trademark. New York turned my heart into her trademark. Pennsylvania, I got a friend in the Keystone State. Pennsylvania, wipe the apple off my plate. Stacked up and ready, she's taxing me steady without representation. I booked a gig in Strasburg, Lancaster County. Chained me to the bed frame soon as she found me.
This is it. The final battle. Your success can be guaranteed by a donation to the ZERPATHON. Jim, you cheeky legend. During the battle. If not, it's up to the Queen of Fate. So that basically means you can only win if someone gives us money during the battle.
Zemo leads heroes up onto a peak. A demon towering above them bears its teeth. It's fair, but it's weak. With a trick, it turns into a cloud of smoke, reaching out and circling our heroes. But they know there in the sky, a glowing eye. Let's an arrow fly. We defenders, we'll ensure this beast denied. We defenders,
Well, adventurers, we finally come to the end of our tale. You plunge the encircled blade deep into the heart of Tizagoth. It pauses and laughs an arrogant guttural laugh. But suddenly stops as the light starts pouring from the wound. The beast realizes it's undone, wailing in agony before disappearing in a blast of brilliant white light. And you are all thrown to the floor unconscious. Sometime later, you and your companions awaken. You look at the sky and realize it's a bright sunny day. You hear the rumble of the caves below collapsing. Simo starts laughing, a hearty laugh. You ask him, what's so funny? He says, I guess you're splitting the reward 4 ways now, my friend.